For every film that Norris and Brooklyn do, when they want to show y'all the paperwork and have the pictures, that's me. They can tell you the story, but when they want to get factual, that's all I'm here for. That's it. I'm not here for nothing else. I don't need y'all to do that. I'm not. I gotta stay focused now.
AKA paperwork.
Paperwork.
Better late than never, I suppose.
Yeah, but it's all right. I just know. You don't gotta know your rights, but if you learn that you got some, you should do something with it. And that's not my forte. I know it was something I was thrown in and something that I think I handled pretty well. But this, like I told Shapiro, I don't know how y'all do this. I could not represent no liar. I'd be the first one to go in there and tell on them. I'm not doing this. Y'all want to disbar me because I took an oath to, like, this ain't my, I'm like, no. So I might need to go on the prosecution side because this ain't going to work over here. Like, I picked the wrong side, something, shit. It's a lot.
I haven't done like deep digging on it yet, but I was researching a little bit of like abolition history in Massachusetts, and slavery was abolished basically stemming from a formerly enslaved person's pro se victory. I don't remember the case, but it had to do with something. But basically he proved the case, and after that, slavery sort of ceased to exist, all through pro se representation.
Yeah. And we're going to look that up too, but that's just like here in New Jersey. When we look at those emancipation records from Peter Rock and Eliza Rock and James Skank and Catherine Skank, those are the children and grandchildren because they got emancipated in 1823. So my great-grandmother Catherine was already born. This first Peter was already born. And then, the second Peter was already born. And then Caroline, their last baby, born in 1824, was considered the first free black child in Monmouth County. And it said that they did an uprising here and demanded to be free. I even say that in part of the city council thing because it's something I read when I was in the archives and it was attached to the emancipation. They demanded to be freed in 1822. And I think it took them an extra year when all the stuff got done. But we got the paperwork to say who the masters was and who the overseers was and all of that. Yeah, I even got a little girl. It said she was a little white girl, and I think she was not Joseph, Jacob Fleming's daughter, who was Joseph's son. And Lydia would have been her mother, but she was 6 years old. And from the time she was 6 till she was 24, she kept an accurate account of all the slaves, their birthdays, when they got married, and their children and all of that. And it's a lot of history in there about Benjamin Reevy, his wife Catherine, because they were the oldest two in Monmouth County. Then it talks about Caroline Skank, who married Johnson, and it just tells all of the history of all of them from, I think it was 1763 to like 1825, something like that. Right on. Amazing. And it's all handwritten. And this paper is in the archives too. Yeah. And even watching the movie Sugarcane, it showed me how to do more research in the archives.
Yeah?
Yeah, because now I know that there's photos and all of that, and I don't have to have the names and dates. I can just go down there basically looking for something from this era.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I'm on, it's all right, I'm going to get it.
Will there like cameras in?
We can ask.
Right on.
I don't see anything that say about Sebastian. Oh, and of course, because half the pictures, why do I keep thinking you was with me? You never been down there with me?
Where?
To the archives.
Freehold?
Manalapan.
Nah, we never went.
Half the pictures that I had, like the picture from that Rocky Territory thing,
right.
That was a picture that I snapped out a book, which I now know is that book that I'm about to print out 1,000 pages. That's why I told you I'm about to get to the whole story of that, right. Where that thing was printed from.
Yeah.
It's in that book. So yeah, right. I've taken pictures at the archives because Marion from the archives sent me a link to it and told me to download it for my phone because a lot of the stuff I used to download used to come out blurry or whatever. So now what I learned to do is don't even take pictures from there. Understand what the book is that I got it from, come home, download the whole book and print out the whole book myself. Then I don't have to waste time down there. So she don't even know. All I'm coming down there doing is getting names off of books and I'm going home and printing them out. How you think I got that 562 pages? That's the incorporation of Monmouth and Ocean County from Edwin Slaughter. Salter, that's who that is, 562 pages. And they got all that stuff in there, the Monmouth patent, when they came and burnt down, and how the history doesn't tell that Henry Hudson or Verrazano was right here in Long Branch. They was right here. It tells how they docked off at Asbury. It tells how when they were talking about the cliffs in the Highlands, it had to be Atlantic Highlands because you couldn't have seen wherever from where they were parked at in Long Branch. It tells everything, how it really says this is the true history. It's just amazing.
So
they got pictures in there too.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. Now, I'm not sure if it's in there, but does it have any reference to William Penn being also one of the undersigners?
William Penn, look, it goes to James Grover, it goes to everything. Everything you was talking about. And the other person, Stratton, it got all of that. I just was telling Brooklyn, I was only on the first couple of pages. Didn't I tell you that it's just like with me? A lot of this stuff, and I'm sorry, especially when it comes to the court and not understanding it, it just is what made sense. So even the stuff I always said about Gene and how we could take him to court and get him out, it was corroborated by me reading that stuff yesterday for the surrogate's office. Just like listening to all the stuff you say. As Brooklyn, the first thing I said was, he's going to be so happy. Oh, and in that, it tells the history of Sheikby, how the name was and where the name came. It has all of that in there. And I told them in that part, I'm going to make sure that Obadiah gets it. So it's just a lot. Everything is being thrown at me. And all I'm telling my spirits is, y'all calm down for a minute. Let me catch up because I still got to deal with this. So once this is over today, I'm free.
Amen.
Yeah. All the key players that are a part of what we knew as Pennsylvania, right? They all were involved with what was going on in Monmouth County before William Penn was down there.
But you know where he came from. He came from Graveston, right along with everybody else that then came to Middletown. And then they made their way here because they were scared of the Indians here. See, they was making peace with them Indians in New Amsterdam, New York. They calling it now and out there in Rhode Island. But when they was in Graveston, that's where the Stillwells and everybody came from. I can show you, and I even showed Norris that the Stillwells was right here on Rockwell Avenue, and even Edward D. Du Bois, his grandmother's sister, Georgina, is married to our George Reeby. So when we see the name Georgina Reeby, that's Edward D. Du Bois' aunt. And they also were right here in Monmouth County, out in Pine Brook. I traced them back 6 generations from Georgina, and Georgina was born in the late 1800s. So I have all that. Yes. Well, however you say it. Du Bois. We put the OIS in it. The one that made "I Am Not Your Negro." I know that because I have one of the 13th original copyright that was done in 1969, because you know they have copywritten that book over like a trillion times, and I had an original copy from 1969. I let somebody use it and they kept it, and I'm pissed about it. I'm pissed about it.
Put the name down. Let's write the name down.
Oh, I know where he at. That's how mad I am about that.
Don't even say it. Just write the name down. We're gonna get him.
I Am Not Your Negro. That was my book. And then when I watched the documentary, because one of my friends who's like a scholar in Florida, I can't wait to tell him about all this crap that I did. He was the one who gave me that book. And this was years ago. So I had that book a long time ago before I knew about Georgina Du Bois. And then her mother and her sister are in the who's who of that Negro book that William Rock is in. But wait a minute. Do you know that one of our other Rock ancestors, Hazel, is in the same book? William's on page 209 and she's on page 62. So let me tell you that, honey.
What's she in there for?
I forgot what it was. She was the first woman to do something. She was amazing. I know that.
Amazing.
Yeah, honey. And then they just talked about that on the TV the other night when they was talking about something, and they was like the who's who of Black America. Our family is in that book like 4 times. And we sitting around here like a who's what?
I'm looking like a bunch of fools.
Who you? Who you?
That ain't my cousin.
Who that is? Oh, please, I hate that. When the kids do that, oh, that ain't my cousin, that's your cousin, and my mom cousin. Like, do you not understand that's the whole thing they wanted to do? Right? When they came here, we had tribes of 7 and 8 great grandmothers, and they wanted to take it down. I told Brooklyn that when I hear somebody say chief of police and whatever, was no such thing. They came from kings and queens. Wasn't no chief of nothing. You understand me? So they did that as a rub in the face to say, I took your shit from you, but now I'm going to act like I'm you. Because guess what? I left my family and I don't have that. So I'm going to destroy yours, take it up, mix up the blood, do everything possible so you don't know who the hell you are, because I made a free choice to come here. How about that shit? Okay, let's not just talk.
Dang, I just heard all of American history in one sentence.
Yeah, because it's disgusting. It's all right, though, because, I mean, we all mixed up with that. Look at this nose. Come on.
So they come from kings and queens, not no
Kings
chiefs.
and queens. No chiefs. That's us. We got chiefs and stuff. Come on. Tribes and carrying on. And they took that. And, you know, when you watch even in Indian movies or even African tribal movies, they talk about the elders. And that's why when he called me an elder, I think it's funny because I'm glad that I'm there. A lot of them ain't making it past 18.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? You think about it. And then where's our chiefs and our elders and our clan mothers? We ain't got nothing, but you got a whole tribe. Mm-hmm. You got a chief of police, and you got the chief of arms, and you got the chief of this and the chief of that. I can't even name all the chiefs y'all got. Y'all even got a chief in the damn color guard, 12 on the flag, don't you? Chief at arms and some old shit. Please get away from me. Just straight disrespectful. But I feel like when you know who you are, you need to do better about it.
Absolutely.
And represent it in a better way, especially myself with all this cussing. But I know that Indian lady the other night was cussing her tail off. She said, "No, I don't give a fuck. Somebody's going to answer for it." And sugar thing. Yeah. And she was young then. Now she older than me, still fighting the same fight. It's because they find ways like this. They find ways like this. They find ways like this. They find ways to do it like this. Oh, that thing following me now?
I think following you now. You the star.
Did you see that thing?
I think fixated on you.
I'd love to see a film about the first free black child in New Jersey.
Oh,
well, you can make it. We got the proof.
And it's
I got the historian. I got the receipts. Y'all find the baby.
And it's gonna be a horror film. It's gonna be a slasher.
Yeah.
My God!
Shut up! Don't do that. Guess what you do it like?
No,
It's
gotta be a slasher. It ends in a slashing.
No,
it's gotta be a slashing.
That's how it's gotta be. I don't know if it's both of them, but the one that do the movies, like a Get Out.
Yeah.
Don't go make it like that.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
So it's almost funny, but it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like a strange slasher.
Like a weird ass, like a goofy ass movie, like some real goofy shit. Like what? And they did what? And then the slave master killed the wife. What? I mean, yeah, the first Peter Rock when he killed his wife Lydia, and first Peter saw him and he said he was his grandfather.
Yeah, that's a movie too. We're gonna shoot that.
Well, we gotta do all y'all. Listen, y'all go ahead. I'm gonna be sitting on the sidelines saying I got the paperwork and here go the print. That's all I'm doing. I'm executive on this side. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing
you executive.
No labors. No labors. No. And I told him because he tried to do it and you just tried to throw me in the tip. No.
Yeah, we did.
Shut up.
Because that's what it's called.
No executive. No, shut up. No executive producer.
You're doing it now.
Excuse me. I make up my own titles because I'm
we'll make that.
So I am the historian for the film. I'm the one that gets you all the facts and the receipts.
Yeah,
that's it. I'm
receipts.
not executive nothing.
Executive receipt getter.
Historian.
Executive historian.
For the film. For every film that Norris and Brooklyn do, when they want to show y'all the paperwork and have the pictures, that's me. They can tell you the story, but when they want to get factual, that's all I'm here for. That's it. I'm not here for nothing else. I don't need y'all do that. I'm not. I gotta stay focused now.
AKA paperwork.
Paperwork.
It's getting harder to breathe.